Okay, so I did it today. I put in my notice at my corporate job, letting them know that I will not be continuing my contract. And for anybody who wasn't here before, essentially I was getting contracted in 3-month increments. I left a job that I was at for 8 years to try something new. I also the other job that I was at changed ownership, so things internally kind of changed, and I just didn't see any growth happening. So I was excited to go and try this new job at this agency, and I was promised a certain amount, and then as time went on, he changed that amount. And I agreed to this new amount, which was significantly under where I was at for an increment of 3 months. And we could just weigh out and see where we were at, because I wanted to genuinely give it a shot. And throughout these 3 months, I've risen to every occasion. I'm overseeing more than half of the clients with great feedback, great relationships, great retention, everything. And when he made me an offer, because my contract ends in April, and he was talking to me on this past Friday, which is a couple of days ago, made me an offer, and he wanted me to stay at the same pay for 6 months. And that was completely different. In the beginning, a higher salary was offered, benefits were offered, shares were offered. There's a lot more incentives to joining. So he asked me today, he was like, have you thought more about it? And I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to decline. And he told me, I gave him the option. I was like, well, look, I'll finish out the month, and then you can contract me out for a week or two in the next month, just to get your next person trained up. And he was like, oh, I appreciate you saying that. I'll know more in 2 weeks, and we'll see if we'll go down that path. Totally fine. I have full faith that it's gonna be okay. But I thought it was super interesting because he was like, hey, haven't told anybody about this. So I was like, oh, and they're not gonna be happy. I promise you they won't be happy. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, I was like, well, I haven't said anything. How do you want to go about it? He's like, well, I want to wait. I was like, that's fine. It's his company. I don't care. I'm don't care. I don't spread gossip or anything around. So anyway, he basically, you should have seen the look on his face when I declined to. He definitely didn't think I was going to leave. All right, I'll make another video about the rest of the story.